So the question we have to ask ourselves is, why do we gather for Remembrance Day? And the reason is, it was on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918 that the guns were silenced. Armistice was declared, peace established after 66,573 Canadians alone had perished during the so-called Great War. This war was from August 1914 to November 1918, and of course was the war to end all wars. But that was not to be, for there are no wars to end our wars. So in September 1939, Canada once again finds herself at war in World War II, stopping a Nazi tyrant called Hitler and his thugs. Canada sent off its young men and women for 5 years or more from their homeland, not seeing their loved ones, families or friends for this long period, and not knowing in fact if they would ever see them again. By the time the Second World War ends in May 1945, 44,927 young Canadians are killed, and most of them in the prime of their lives. So one asks, why do we go to war? Why does it happen again and again? Well, freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of movement, and all other freedoms are just not free. You could say we pay for our freedom by using young men and women's lives to do so. In 1934, a general stated any soldier worth his salt should be anti-war. And still there are things worth fighting for. In fact, nobody hates war more than a soldier. We as Canadians, since the Second World War, have been involved in the Korean War, where we lost 516 killed. In peacekeeping, we lost 115 killed. 780 were killed in NATO duty as well. And besides the dead, we of course should not stop to think of all those who came home and suffered for years and are still trying to cope with their situations, emotions, or dreams. So we are here today to remember and not forget what our fellow Canadians and Allied soldiers have done for us, so we can live in this wonderful city, province, country, safe and sound, due to the unselfish efforts of our armed forces personnel who continue today to stand on guard for us 365 days of the year, every 24 hours per day. Let us never, ever forget their sacrifices. Thank you.